30 degrees below zero, icy roads, and a winter storm warning in effect. It doesn't get much more Minnesotan than that. Winter jackets are a must in Minnesota. You literally won't survive without one. I know that from living there for over 19 years now. Because of the freezing temperatures, winter jackets are a necessity during Minnesota winters. They're an important part of Minnesota because of the temperatures, the practicality of them, and how they're used to help others. Your winter jacket becomes your best friend for at least 6 months out of the year. Whether you're just running into the grocery store or you're out shoveling the driveway after a snowstorm, you're always happy to have your winter jacket on when you walk out the door and the wind smacks you in the face. Everybody knows that if you have a coat on, you're probably about to go out to face the elements. We put cultural value into the coat because of how practical and necessary it is. Without it, the weather would be unbearable. This culture is an important part of my life because it has consumed at least half of it. Considering there's 6 months of winter or colder temperatures, and I've been part of it for every year of my life, I've spent a lot of time with a coat on. It doesn't matter what you're doing, you always have to accommodate for the weather. Even if it's an indoor event, you have to take the icy roads into account, as well as the possibility of spinning out into the ditch. It's in that moment that you're glad that you have your winter coat on. Even if it's an outdoor event, you have to take the icy roads into account as well as the weather, hence your winter jacket. I'm a very practical person, so the value of the coat to me is obvious. But some people still insist on going outside without a coat, or they might not have access to one. It's because of this that my family always helps support the annual coat drive to help kids and adults who may not be able to afford a coat in our climate. The Star Tribune conducted a study in 2017 of the hypothermia-related deaths in Minnesota. The highest was in 2013 with the death toll at 59 and an average temperature of 13.7 degrees. Since then, the deaths have descended from 52 to 41 in the years following. However, I believe that if there were more coat drives for people in poverty, the hypothermia-related death toll would continue to drop. So let's step back in history for a second. Burberry invented the trench coat in the 1850s, but according to its website, it wasn't patented until 1912. The newer double-line technology didn't come into play until the 1970s, but it has only improved since. There are a bunch of different types of coats that you can pick from. There's ski coats, snowboarding coats, down coats, and pea coats. Even though there's all these different styles, they all serve the same purpose, and that's to keep you warm during the winter. Even though down coats might be thinner and keep you warmer, I prefer the classic double-lined winter jacket. Even if you forget your hat one day and you're out and about, almost every jacket comes with a built-in hood. However, it is up to you to decide what type of coat you prefer. As you can see, winter coats play a bigger role in our lives than we probably care to admit. Because of the freezing temperatures, winter jackets are a necessity during Minnesota winters. They're an important part of Minnesota because of the temperatures, the practicality of them, and how they're used to help others. So, before you step foot outside in Minnesota between October and March, grab your coat because you never know when it'll just start snowing.